is the next project in queue, 372 Union Pacific GP7, and when I apply power, here is the result. That's interesting because I actually could not get it to move earlier, so I'm impressed that it did move. Obviously, we've got some issues going on, so time to take a look at this and see what's going on, see what it'll take to fix it. I know, easy for me to say, right? All right, this is a 372 repair for Jeff, and the shell has a nice clear stamp, February 1955. So that's cool. These are kind of fun. There's two different ones. One says made by American Flyer. The other one says made by Gilbert. So it's kind of fun to see if you can find both sets. Anyhow, so put this on the track. Couldn't get anything to happen other than a buzz from the reverse unit. Shut the power off, got the camera out, and then put the power back on, and it actually went forward about 2 feet. Then when I went to reverse it, it locked up again. So the good news is the motor is functional, but we've got some resistance here. I do see some evidence though of repair maybe. It's kind of dicey solder there. I think definitely there's been someone in here. Also, I noticed one of the screws is missing, and it seems like these strip out pretty easy. Which again only happens if people are needing to get the shell off. So I'm gonna start with the reverse unit like I always do, but this motor's got some miles on it. There's a lot of brush dust in and around the brush on this side, and so this guy definitely needs a clean. I also see what's probably pretty hard grease compacted around the gears, so I'm sure that's not helping things move very freely. So anyhow, we'll see what happens, but first things first, I'm going to actually remove the reverse unit, just kind of inspect it from the bottom and get a better look at the fingers, and then know what to do. For sure, I'll take the fingerboards loose so I can clean everything inside and out and around. Sometimes when I do that, the fingerboards snap, and so then we replace the fingers, because what else can you do? But yeah, the reverse unit really needs to be cleaned if you're going to do maintenance on these things, because they just get oxidized and they get dust in them, and you know, just a normal wear thing. Well, as I got into the reverse unit further, I did find that the bottom reverse fingers did have some pinholes in them, especially this guy here. And so I went ahead and replaced both sets, because it doesn't make any sense to replace one if you're not going to do the other one. So we did that, cleaned the barrel up, cleaned up some of the solder that had been done by somebody at some point. Now I haven't screwed this back down because I want to do a bunch of cleaning in here. But here is a story so far. Check that out. Got good movement, and again, I've done nothing to the motor yet. It is definitely going to need some cleaning and some lubrication, and I don't know what else. But it does go both directions now. And the thing that I'm encouraged by is this reverse unit is flipping each time. Now here, if I put the transformer way down at 30, it's still moving. Isn't that? And oh, the motor's going to try and go. Nice. Okay. So that's what we want to see, is a free reverse unit. And again, I did some cleaning, polishing, reverse fingers there. All right, bring it back when there's an update. Hi Jeff, wanted to come back for a short clip here before I put the shell back on. I've been trying to clean things on the exterior, a little bit of schmutz here and there, so it's taken me some time, but quickly with the motor, took everything apart and did a lot of cleaning, removed a pile of old hard grease from all kinds of places. There was also just a lot of brushed dust and debris, and things were kind of tight. So I did some cleaning first, then I did some lubrication, then I did some polishing. I don't know how well you can see that. Did some extra polishing on the outside, even though that doesn't matter, but it sure looks nice. And here is where we're at this point. So we've got a reverse unit that's turning real nice. You can see we got both directions. Now let's see, this is going to be reverse. Reverse is one of this is a little bit slower than forward, but it seems to be picking up kind of as the motor breaks back in or rebeds or whatever you want to call it. So anyhow, I'm ready to put this on the layout and do some final tests there. What else? Oh yes, I did replace the front coupler with a brand new one here. So that should make the coupling situation much better. And so, all right, next time you see this, it'll be running the rails. Jeff, I want to show you here on my transformer what I'm set at. And now we're going to take a look at your engine. And the reason I'm doing this just so you can see how nicely that reverse unit is flipping. Come on. There we go. Certainly likes to go forward better than it does reverse for some reason. And it goes pretty good. All right, let's get some cars behind this thing and get it some exercise. I think we'll start going reverse since it's being a little bit stubborn going that way for some reason. So Jeff, I just wanted to take a few moments here and do a little bit of a walk around. I did replace the one burned out bulb that was in, I don't remember which end of the engine. I think, yeah, it was the trailing end. Polished up your handrails for you, of course, cleaned. The exterior, like I said, new front coupler, new reverse fingers, completely tore down the motor, serviced everything, armature, you name it. I would say that there is some pretty average wear on the axle, driver axles. So, you know, at some point, I don't know when, it might be worth rebushing it. Forward, it runs much more smoothly than reverse, and it's quieter as well. So, reverse here. You hear that noise? That's the wear I'm talking about. So if I were to guess, I would say that this engine has spent most of its life going in reverse, because forward it glides, it runs so smoothly, it's much quieter. You don't hear that kind of whine that comes from worn axles and some of the torque it causes the motor. And it's just a really, really nicely running engine going forward. So there you have it. Thanks for the opportunity to work on your engine. So again, thanks again, and I will get this back to you and get you some tracking. Thanks again, Jeff.